Hey, I've worked on this game called Exside for the last few months. Let me show you what I've done so far. Exside is an extraction-based shooter with RPG elements to it. There will be military and civilian areas that you must fight, loot, and survive. Certain areas will lock you out until you've acquired certain keycards and clearance before entering. These will contain high-class items, but also come with very difficult troopers and rogues. However, with free access to roam wherever you want, you can play casually and competitively as well. My plan is to release the game in 2024. At release, Exside is going to be a solo game. My dream is to make it multiplayer one day, but I have no experience with multiplayer and I want to finish the game first. Who knows, maybe after release I could figure out how to do that. So far, I have completed a temporary area to showcase and test out how the game works and feels. This town is called Clacton. It's going to be a civilian grade area with mostly common and sometimes rare loot. The enemies will be relatively easy because of that civilian grade area, and this will be a perfect place to loot on your way out of a raid to fill up your bag before you extract. This is the arms dealer's house. There's going to be in-game currency that you can buy and sell weapons and items. For Exside, trading will only be possible in raid. Therefore, it incentivizes you to head into raid, but be cautious once you have bought the items you want from the traders, and then carefully head to the extraction. This will eventually be up on a mountain and will have a dramatic entrance once the game is finished. I created a set amount of player customization. However, I will be adding a lot more to the project as it progresses, including armor variants and unlockable clothing. Right now, there's about 2 to 3 variants for every single item. There is a bug that I need to fix right now where the shirt arms don't change color, so don't mind that right now. This is the home base. It is not done and all the items are not implemented. However, I just need it for the gameplay loop currently. Everything that I've showcased is not final. Most of the graphics I have not even started, and the majority of things that you see now will be changing. Here's what the game looked like in the first month, to now, 3 months in. So everything will be changing quite drastically, I promise you that. I really want to make a community around this game, and if that interests you, or you want to see the day-to-day progress that I'm making on the game, join the Discord I've linked in the description. Any ideas that you want to see implemented into the game, or if you have any questions, Discord is the perfect place to do so. So go ahead and join that. It's at the top link in the description. So I started making a temporary extraction area. After a couple of crashes, I got the scene change to work correctly. However, the problem was getting the extraction bar to connect and load properly. After reading the GD script documents, I got it somewhat working properly. I had to do a few minor tweaks, like the bar displaying behind objects and also not following the player, and also getting the percent extracted to reset if you would leave the zone before the timer runs out. But once I got these working properly, it all worked well. I think the amount of time that it actually takes in the extraction area is pretty good, but let me know if you think otherwise down in the comments. trees desperately needed collisions, and after adding them, I thought it would be a good idea to make the tree translucent when walking behind it to give more depth. I'm really happy with the end result. You no longer lose track of your player or run into random enemies that will hide behind them. It also creates a sense of space between areas. I'm going to implement this with some buildings in the future for sure. A reload animation was long overdue, so I quickly made one in Exside and exported to Godot. I also fixed this running animation bug while sprinting. I then made the sprinting bar. My idea was that the stamina decreased continuously while sprinting, slowly increased while walking, and increased the most while standing still. This took a while to actually implement. The biggest issue was the stamina bar would decrease to 0, then never return. It's because the node and the code were both declaring different minimum points, but once I got the system to work, it turned out really nice. I think the stamina drains really quickly, but I'd like to make a leveling system in the future where it could increase over time. I hope you enjoyed this devlog. I plan to post these about every week or two, updating you on Exside's progress. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss those videos. The plan for the next devlog is work on the trading system and add some more map features. I'll see you then.